So I saw this video pop up on my timeline, and being a Chicagoan myself, I had to check it out. It's talking about the CTA red line out here on the L if you're from here, as you would probably know it. Let's get into it. Chicago's red line is out of control, but they say it's safe. Video by Carmen JC. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, let's check this out, man.
I don't understand why the red line is so chaotic. It's like it used to be a little while back in the day, but now it's out of order.
Oh, yeah, Chicago!
Doors open on the left.
Where people
What I find disturbing is the one
this
particular
right.
area in
right.
which the Trump administration is trying to withhold funding from is the funding that's going to go to the south side of Chicago and the extension of the red line going south.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Carmen JC and we're back with another great video. So you guys, listen, we have to talk about the Chicago's transit center. Like we have to talk about the transit system in Chicago. Because I promise you guys, if I told you what was happening on the transit.
For any of y'all that ain't from Chicago, if you do come out here and you want to go see the sights and go see the city and all that stuff, stay away from the red line. Hop on the blue line or the green line. Stay away from the red line, bro. Do yourself a favor.
The transit system in Chicago, you wouldn't believe me. You would not believe me. And if you listen to Brandon Johnson, you would think, oh, everything is great. Everything is fine. They're expanding it. It is good. It's not good. Okay. It is not good whatsoever. And obviously it's a lot of black people. It's on the south side of Chicago. It's the transit system that runs through the south side of Chicago. I've rode this transit system as a child. Like when I was riding as a child, it was not dangerous. You know, you have people selling candy, you have people selling peanuts, waters, going through the middle, all through it, selling stuff, but it wasn't violent, okay? And now it is extremely violent, it's extremely dangerous. I do not recommend 0 out of 5 stars, okay? And I just want you guys to take a listen to Brandon Johnson because he was upset because Donald Trump was like, I'm cutting funding in Chicago because of the crime, obviously, and because of all the illegal immigrants that are in Chicago. And by no means am I blaming this on the illegal immigrants because it's very clear that this is niggas that did this. Okay, I want that to be very
no holds
clear.
barred.
It's niggas.
She said it's very clear. It's niggas doing this. Oh, let's keep going.
Okay, this has nothing to do with illegal immigration, but I want you guys to take a listen to Brandon Johnson.
CTA has sued to restore billions in federal funding. Why that's something that you guys are continuing to push for and what it would mean to have that money?
What I find disturbing is the one particular area in which the Trump administration is trying to withhold funding from is the funding that's going to go to the south side of Chicago and the extension of the red line going south. You seldom hear about projects that are happening downtown or on the north side of Chicago. This president is telling us who he is, you all. I don't know why there are people in this country that are still allowing the president to play them. Not me. I've said from the very beginning that this president has worked overtime to create distractions in this country in order to go after the people that he ultimately wants to squash and suppress. And that's the base of working class movement. And there's no secret. You don't have a working class movement in this country without black voters. He said it. I'm going to withhold funding from Democrat cities. This is political retribution at its finest. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to stand for it. And I'm going to use every single tool available to me to ensure the people of this city, whether you're on the north side of Chicago or the south side of Chicago, that you receive the federal funds that are necessary for our economy to continue to grow.
Okay, so Donald Trump said he was going to hold funding, and this is an old clip, but I think this is very relevant now because I've been seeing these videos after video after video about the red line, and I'm going to show you guys some of these videos. But he's upset because Donald Trump doesn't want to fund his project, which is like an extension of the red line. So the red line goes to 95th Street in Chicago. If you don't live in Chicago, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But he wants to extend it past 95th Street, and obviously he needs the federal government to do that. I would say that I understand why Donald Trump wouldn't want to fund the red line, because if you see the things that are happening on this transit system, you would too be kind of like, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to this because it's federal.
I can't even lie. Like, so they're trying to expand it past 95th Street. But if you, honestly, the population, it don't, as of right now, from what I've seen so far, because I ain't read the red line and I ain't rolled the red line in years at this point. I just have no need to. But if you expand it past 95th Street, how far they finna go? They finna take it to what, 135th, 150, around that area, or something like that. So really, if they expand it, all they're doing is expanding it into the Wild Hunters. And the Wild Hunters is like the 100th Street. You know, you got 95th, and 5 blocks from that, you're in 100 technically. So the Wild Hunters, and it ain't no better. You're not gonna get like safer people on that train. If you expand it up to there, they would have to go all the way to like 200, like 211. And I know I'm saying a lot of Chicago streets or Chicago terms or whatever, but if you from out here, then you know 211th, that's Lincoln Highway, all the way in the burbs. So they would have to expand that all the way to the burbs if you really want the red line to start getting more less rowdy people, let's put it that way. And I know they're not about to do that. So honestly, I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with the things that Trump does on a general basis, but if you're expanding it, it would have to get a severe expansion, and that would cost a lot of money. But then out in the burbs, you know, we got different trains that you could use to navigate from the burbs to the city. So, I mean, I could see that too, because out here we have the Metro. So if we already got the Metro, I'm not gonna, even if I have the option to take the red line and get to the city, I'm still gonna choose the Metro. If I'm trying to just go from the south suburbs to the city, I'm still gonna take the Metro. So maybe there is some sense into not trying to expand the red line just to go further out south. You're gonna have to get so far south to get out of the you know, the wildness, the wild hunters, the dangers and stuff. So I don't know. Well, let's see what they talk about.
Funds that he is.
I'm really here to see the videos.
So
of what
I want
they
you
caught
guys
on
to
the red
go
line,
ahead
'cause it's
and take
crazy
a
what
look
they're about.
at this first clip of stuff that is happening on the red line, and it is a fight. Okay, it is a fight. I'm not going to show you the fight. I'm going to clip the fight out, but I'm going to show you everything leading up to the fight and what happens after the fight. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
I don't do that. You know that? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Chicago mugshots, I'm not playing. Like I said, trying to jump in, ain't none of that. Okay, there ain't no jumping in. Who's trying to jump? Who's trying to jump again? Ain't no jumping. Who's trying to jump again? Who's trying to jump again?
Oh, no.
I said fight. I said fight for the ones like a real nigga. Ain't no jumping. If you gonna have my keep on the
Is this a man or a woman? I can't tell. Is this like a stud? Because I know that's a woman over here. But is this a dude?
Stay close. What are you talking about? Stay close to this. Stay close to this. What you mean? The guys are dead. Okay. The guys are dead. He got like a whole dick. He don't want to call this shit out. That just mean he want to be a man. That damn thing is over here. What are you talking about? He want to.
She got that straight up mustard and ketchup going on, don't she? Buddy ended up losing. I thought he was finna be the crazy one that come out winning the fight, but they cut to him. Buddy laid out outside the train. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing. This is actually very bad. This is very
Do
bad.
not ask me, okay? And if you want to like see the part from before they fight till after they fight, you'll notice that she has the wig on and then it's off. Okay, so that's how you know that the fight happened and it's over, but I clipped it out. Okay, and you see this man and he comes and he's actually like, yeah, we're gonna let them fight. Like, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the Black community. The animalistic behavior needs to stop, okay? Nobody is going to save the Black community, but the Black community is going to be yourself. You have to save yourselves. And if you guys keep behaving like this, okay, it's not going to get better. Okay. And I want you guys to do better. I want you guys to get better. That's why I talk about this constantly. If you guys were better, I wouldn't have to talk about this. I would have nothing to talk about. Okay. But you guys are not doing better. And I want to see that because I know that there are really good people in the Black community. There are great people in the Black community. But a lot of people are not doing the right thing. A lot of people are allowing this type of behavior, this type of dysfunction and degenerate behavior to just happen with no one pushing back on it, no one saying anything about it. And it's not okay. Okay. I'm never going to be okay with it. And if you think they're just fighting on the CTA, on this train, you would be wrong. Okay. Because they're also partying and twerking on this train. I kid you not. And just imagine people are just trying to go to work. People are trying to get home. People are just trying to ride the train in peace. And this is what you get. I want you guys to go ahead and take a listen to this next clip. All right, guys, I'm just jumping in here to let you guys know that I am completely independent. And if you want to support the channel,
Where the
you can
clip
hit the
at?
super thanks or the buy me a coffee link below. Let's get back into the show.
Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. All right, real quick. So this right here, I can't lie. Yeah, it could be annoying and it could come off as a little rowdy or whatever, but I ain't that mad at this. It's a bunch of people having fun on the train at the end of the day. It don't look like anybody fighting. It don't look like no violence, no beef, no nothing. It's just people having fun on the train. And people do this all over. People of all colors, races, shapes, and sizes. People get together and just have some fun in a public setting. I'm cool with that. I'd rather they be doing this than, the last clip we saw, they bringing out knives and squabbling up and all that. I'd rather see this. I'm cool with this. It could, and if it's too annoying, just move to the next train. You can move cars at any time. Nobody in Chicago pays attention to the don't open the door sign, and nobody enforces it. If you want to leave the train, if it's too much for you, walk to the next car. That's it. Just walk over there. But yeah, let's see. Hey.
Okay, so you see that it is no standards to what happens on this train. Okay. It rides from the south side
Still
up
all over
through, I
Shorty
think,
face.
the north side, the red line go to, if I'm not mistaken, south to north. And yeah, this is what you get. Okay. At least on the south side, this is what you get. And these are the people you have to be around. And it's just unfortunate. White people are saying, like, oh, it's white people. White people are doing it. White people bad. White people bad. But you guys are the ones that's inconveniencing your own people. You're the ones that are violent. You're the ones that are on the train threatening people. You're dancing, you're twerking. You don't know where is what is where. You don't know what to do. Okay.
I can't even lie. Shorty going a little hard on the black folk real quick. Cause like, end of the day, there's circumstances. Excuse me. Like some of the circumstances that the people on the south side got to go through, it be just sad day after sad day. So they hop on the train with their homies and stuff. You got a bunch of your partners on the train or whatever, and y'all just trying to have a little fun, see some smiles throughout your hard life. So I ain't mad at that. And like, as long as there ain't no violence, it ain't no problem. There's no rules against being a little loud on a train. So I don't see nothing, like, I don't look at them as like freaking uncontrollable animals or nothing like that. Not at all. Like, if I was on that train, I probably wouldn't be over there straight up kikiing with them, but I ain't finna be over there like stuck up and uptight, like, oh, people, they're just out of control. Like, nah, bro. Like, hey, do your thing. Y'all ain't hurt nobody. Do your thing, man. See some free twerking while you on the train. That's cool. What's wrong with that?
You feel like this is an appropriate place to do these things, and it's just not. It's just not. You don't twerk on the train. You don't fight on the train. It's not acceptable behavior, okay, for anyone. Just, oh, I have to be like white people. No, you have to behave like human beings, okay, like good people. And that's what we're not seeing. I want you guys to take a listen to this guy, and here is where the threats come in. Because, yeah, Chicago is not safe, no matter what they tell you.
When it was white, I ain't lying about shit I see. I just got robbed by dyke white. Every black bitch that kiss ass to the white folks, I'm gonna kill them for real. I'm gonna kill you for real right now. The problem on the red line, we finna stop it. Mississippi nigga and fish can dance the white folks. A white machine we can hear.
Hold up.
A white
Look at Buddy right here. He like, please hurry up and get to my stop, bro. Oh, shorty right here, she's just unbothered. This is just another day in her life. She, oh, there go John. John gonna be John. He ain't gonna hurt nobody. He just gonna talk a bunch of talk. Buddy over here, like, this is my first time on the red line. Oh.
And I just got out straight up in the paper 2 days ago. I'm finna kill real nigga. Every slave mentality finna get sad the white folks. Yeah.
Okay, so we were mad at Daniel Penny. But this guy has 2 hammers in his hand, and he's threatening people. He's starting to kill people, and he's violent. And he just said he got out of jail. Thank you. Thank you to our justice system, because obviously this guy did not learn his lesson. Obviously, whatever he did, he's out there doing it again. And Brandon Johnson wants you to believe that the city is safe, that we should invest more money.
9 times out of 10, the jail ain't finna help you. You ain't finna become a better man after you get out of jail. 9 times out of 10. Sometimes you can. But nah, you just gonna get institutionalized, and then you just gonna be, you know what you go through up in the jail, especially like if you in the county, bro. Cook County Jail is atrocious, bro. The things they do in Cook County Jail, like this video might get in trouble on YouTube if I describe actually what they do, but they violate you, bro. They violate you in unspoken ways, bro. For real. Like, do not go to Cook County Jail, bro. Stay out of jail. Stay out of jail, please.
Into this when it's already not working. I mean, if we're going to invest money into things, it needs to be working. At least we need to see some progress. We need to see some reform. But this is not the case. It's not even safe. It is not even safe. Black people are not safe. White people are not safe. Nobody is safe. Okay.
All right. While she going on this rant, y'all know me. I'm finna start yapping. But overall, the city of Chicago, overall, is pretty safe. It's just certain areas that you don't want to go to. You like, if you a tourist, just stay away from the South Side in general. If you're not familiar with the area, people don't know you, nothing like that. If you look like a lick, just stay out the South Side. Go up north. Go walk around Millennium Park. Go walk around Wicker Park. Go see those areas. Just go up north. Don't go south. Don't go west. Just go up north and you'll be totally fine. Downtown and up, like 22nd Street and up, you're cool. You're even cool in Hyde Park. Hyde Park is like around 55th Street. I sound like a Crip Mac. But hey, but Hyde Park is cool. You'll be fine. Just don't, like, my bad. But generally, you'll be generally safe in the city of Chicago as long as you don't walk around looking like a lick. And if you don't understand what a lick is in the sense that I'm using it, don't walk around looking like you can easily get stolen from or you can easily get beat up. Just, if you, like, you got to keep it real with yourself. If you just look like a soft dude and you look like somebody that could get bullied easily, then stay in the areas where everybody else look like that. Go up north. Only take the blue line. And then you'll be fine. You'll just be around like the business district, those types of people and all that, and you'll be fine. But if you look like a random like foreigner to the city and you riding the red line and you on 67th, yeah, somebody's probably gonna try you. And then you gotta be ready for that, whatever comes. And you gotta get used to people smoking blunts on the train and stuff. But just be smart about it and you'll be fine. Chicago is not that bad.
It's not even just like, oh, it's not safe for white people. It's not safe for black people either. Okay. So we all should have a problem with this. And I just don't understand what we're going to do about what's actually happening in this country, what's actually happening in Chicago. That is actually affecting the people of this country, the people that actually live here, the people that actually pay taxes. What are we going to do about it? Okay, because it doesn't seem like the powers that be, the people that are in charge, cares. That doesn't seem like it seems like this is all political. But when we say like, "Hey, we don't feel safe," they're like, "Oh, you're imagining things. It's okay. You don't know what you're talking about." Okay, that is not just what is going on this red line train. If you thought it was, they're also gambling, and I kid you not. Let's go ahead and take a look into that clip. Can you imagine being the person that's recording this? She's like, whoever that was. Like, I just want to go home. Like, perfect caption. Because, like, I'm just riding the train to go to my location. I'm not here for this. I'm not here to party. I'm not here to gamble. I'm not here to buy drugs. I'm here to do anything. I'm here to ride the train, what I pay my money for. And yeah, you just can't do that. Not in Brandon Johnson's.
Hey, but they ain't hurt nobody though. Sorry for the still shot, shorty, but they ain't hurting nobody though. Shoot, if they ain't hurt nobody, okay, go ahead and gamble. But if they do start fighting, then that's a problem. Then just move trains, like I said earlier. Just move the car.
Chicago. You can't do it because they do not care. Okay. If it's not profitable, they don't care. And to Brandon Johnson, these people are disposable. Okay. These people are disposable. He's not going to actually address the issues and actually tell people, like, hey, you guys are behaving like thugs. You're behaving like animals. Brandon Johnson will name it. Well, he will never say it. And yeah, it's not just on. Well, no, actually, I'm going to show you one more video. And this is of like this YN who is just upset because he doesn't have a seat. I want you guys to take a listen. It's coming. The sound will come.
Oh, yeah, Chicago!
Doors open on the left.
Where people run free all day and take unlimited naps and leave the seats full for the capacity for others. Early at Chicago!
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if Buddy was either on some jiggers, or if he was legit fed up. He's like, only in Chicago you get on here and all the seats full because some dude is literally taking up 3 to 4 seats by sleeping. Yeah, that does happen sometimes, but it is what it is, man. You a young dude. There's an old lady that you just shoulder check, by the way, that's standing up too. Man, bro, just stand up and wait, bro. Hold on to the armrail. Yeah, Buddy was tweaking. And you will run into that sometimes, especially on the red line. But I mean, that's almost anywhere, right? There's crazy people anywhere. Just Chicago ain't that bad. Chicago's getting a bad rap. And shorty right here, I can't tell if she lives in Chicago or if she's just doing research on this. It almost feels like she don't live in Chicago. But she might be one of them people that just be looking at, the culture of the area and just be getting disgusted with it or something like that. But like, I'm not going to sit here and say that all the rowdiness that be in the area, like the south side area, is necessarily right or acceptable behavior. But at the end of the day, if they ain't hurting nobody, let them do their thing. It's just going to be loud on the train. If you just put in your head, it might be loud on this train ride, then get over it or move to a different car. They ain't taking up every car. It might be one car that's busting on that entire train. just move to the next train. And don't, like I said, don't worry about the little sign that says, oh, don't walk through the train. Bro, just open that door and switch cars. And don't fall off that joint. If you fall off, that's on you, though.
You know? So it's just like you never know what you're going to get when you ride on these trains, okay? It could be gambling. It could be someone selling drugs. It could be a fight. It could be a team
Man,
takeover.
we only halfway through the
Okay, it could be
video.
a
I
team
don't think I'm gonna get
takeover.
through this whole
You
thing.
never know what you're going to get, but don't worry because Brandon Johnson said that it's safe. And I just want to remind you guys, if you ever come to Chicago and you want to come see a White Sox game, yeah, you have to ride the red line. Okay? You have to
Oh
ride the
yeah, you're
red
gonna ride that red line if you try to go to the Sox Stadium. I used to live like walking distance from the Sox Stadium. Yeah, you're gonna ride the red line if you try and get there. But it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. Just don't go too far. Don't go too far south.
line. And Brandon Johnson does not care. And I honestly, the White Sox Stadium is like on 35th, which you still have to pay attention to. But it's a
Yep.
little safer in that area because they're building it up. But it's still problematic because everything after that, you can say goodnight to that. Okay. Everything after that,
Nah, Hyde Park is fine. Hyde Park is 55th. Between there's a lot going on a little bit. But I stayed on 33rd. I stayed on 44th. I stayed on 9th and State, downtown. I stayed in Hyde Park. Everywhere was decent where I was from. Just don't be walking outside at like 2 a.m. Don't do that. Don't do that. But besides that, no, you good. Just move smart and you'll be fine.
is horrible. Okay. Horrible. This is the type of stuff you see. Let's look at this next video.
This clip, I done seen this circulating recently. You might run into this on the red line.
Gee, that shit not
He ain't hurting nobody but potentially himself though. Let buddy tweak. But he's just tweaking, that's all. Buddy was having a
Even other
blast.
Black people think that it's not funny. They think that something needs to be done because apparently nothing is being done. But don't worry, Brandon Johnson have 150 police officers securing him every day. Okay, securing him. He has a 150 police officer security detail. And I understand it's probably not every day, all of 150, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay, and he wants you to believe that the city is up and it's coming and it's going to get better. It is getting worse. Okay. I just said when I was younger,
I don't
I
think
could
it's
ride
getting
the
worse.
train. You can't ride the train these days. And it's not even just like, it's not even just the CTA. It's not even just those trains. There's a train by my house and it's a metro train. It's very similar to the Amtrak train. And even on there,
Yeah, she stay in the suburbs.
there's problems. And I thought that this was a safe place. So even me, it's to my surprise, it's not. Okay. They are on those too. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that clip.
Why y'all shut the my crazy women?
Of course. We don't want to get shot over this shit. Like what the fuck?
I'm telling you.
Come on. Baby, come on. They ain't finna do shit to you. Come on. Hey, come on. We can go to the next car. Don't put on the Me? We didn't even smoke. We didn't even smoke. Mama said, Uncle, we didn't smoke. We have a big, why would he smoke on a train? Are you dead ass?
Okay, so this is about smoking on a train, and the lady is upset, and she's threatening to shoot them, to kill them. Okay? Is this normal, guys? At this point,
Yeah, that's wild.
I think
Especially
a lot
on
of
the
the
metro.
people in the Black community, a lot of the behavior that you're seeing, I think they're suffering from PTSD. That's what I think. To be around this behavior all the time, you have to think that it have to be some type of psychological trauma that comes with it. Because me, personally, I live in Chicago. I don't surround myself with this
Okay, she
behavior. I
does
won't
live
be
in
around
Chicago.
it. If something is happening that I don't like, guess what? I Uber away. I
She
get
in
out
the
of that
version.
situation. I do not stay around for it. I don't pull out my phone. I don't do any of that. I leave because you just never know what could happen. And it's just so dysfunctional, just all throughout the city of Chicago. And I just want more for our city, all throughout Chicago, and just for Black people. Black people need to do better. We need to see who our friends are, the people that actually care about us, because we actually don't seem to know the difference. If you ask me, we don't seem to know the difference because Black people don't read books. And that's the honest to God truth. Let's look at this next clip of this lady telling us about her experience on the red line.
So I'm born and raised in Chicago, grew up taking CTA my whole entire life. But as of recent years, I don't understand why the red line is so chaotic. It's like it used to be a little while back in the day, but now it's out of order. And I just don't understand. It's like people ride the red line to cause chaos. I had to get off the train twice today because I saw two fights. The first between a young woman and an older man. They were arguing and she spit in his face, and then they got to bing, bing, bing. The second was a mob of teenage girls. And I was like, what the fuck? It's 70 degrees outside. Why do you want to fight when the weather is nice? I just want to be chilling on a patio somewhere, eating some.
Why are you confused? As soon as the weather get nice, that's when everything start going down out here in Chicago. What you talking about? The first 70-degree weather day of the year? You might as well stay inside. The first day it get warm out here, bro. What are you talking about? You surprised?
Sorbet. What is going on? And what makes it even crazier is the police were standing there watching. They were just twiddling thumbs. Minding my business.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm calling an Uber, so I'm actually never going to take the red line at night again, because this is actually the third fight. I saw a couple of months ago, I saw two dudes fighting, and one guy had his hand in his coat and he was holding it there like he had a gun. So I'd be like, let me up out of here.
I kid you not. I can't make this up. I feel like if I would have told you guys, like, hey, this is what's happening, maybe you would have believed me, because just people are just crazy in the world. But it's just like, you have to see it to believe it. I damn near want to go ride the train just to see, like, is it really this wild? Is it really this crazy? Because I've been on the train before. I've been on the train a bunch of times. Okay. My family have lived in Chicago for 30 years. Okay. In a specific spot in Chicago for 30 years. Because we've been here longer than that. But I kid you not, it is amazing. All of this is just so amazing. And it's just to the point where people just know, like, you can't go here, you can't go here. Like, just to this local guy, he's going to tell you where exactly you should and should not. Let's take a listen.
All right, so we're going to break down which one's the most dangerous in Chicago. This the most dangerous red line in Chicago. Your ass will get robbed on this bitch. You might even get smoked on that bitch. No cap. Tell them about that shit, blood.
So the red line, this is for precaution safeties if you want to stay safe in Chicago. Red line, 95th, that's where it starts. They start plucking your eyeballs out and they start shooting for free. And that's just what it is. You ain't heard it from me, I'm just the messenger.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you gonna slide all the way down to Cermak.
So you guys see, like, this little extension, like, you see the part that's really red and then you see the part that's, like, not as red. That's the part that Brandon Johnson wants to build as an extension to this train. I just wanted to point that out to you guys, 'cause I think it's kind of important so you guys can kind of see that, since it's right here in front of our face. But I'm going to let him continue.
Right? And you think you're safe with the Chinese people, but you're not. They'll kill your ass too. For some lamb chops and some chow mein. Fuck wrong with them. And then you slide.
I can't lie, Cermak and Chinatown, I've never had a problem out there. Never. But, you know, it could be, I mean, you know, I'm a taller, bigger dude, and I don't look like the first lick that you want to really try. So maybe that's why. And maybe I'm just lucky in that aspect. But I ain't never had no problem. Like Cermak is perfectly fine. That's 22nd Street. And Chinatown is a little bit west of that, just right next to it. Cermak runs through there. Chinatown is fine. Chinatown is fun. If you come out to Chicago, go check out Chinatown.
Oh, I think I'm finna go to Lake and be safe. Now, yeah, steak. Because that's where they do all their drugs at. Heroin, cocaine, etc. And they'll kill you too.
Yeah.
The point is, it's the devil line. We on the brown line right now. This is okay. It's, you know, it's a little better than normal.
But right here is what we trying to talk about. This right here, your ass will get your.
Yeah, that's valid right there. You don't wanna go past the Sox Stadium stop like that, especially
motherfucking
like 95th.
champions.
No.
Took off your feet.
Damn.
You would get this hat right here, bald ass head.
Buddy over here, like, bro, I was not expecting you to do that on this video, bro. He said I had the hat hoodie combo for a reason.
Okay, so you guys get it. Like they're telling you, like this is like open. People know this. The Chicagoans know this, that you don't want to be in these places. You don't want to get caught in these places. And it's like, how do you get through the city? What about the people that need to travel on these trains? It's a lot of black people. These are not mostly white people. These is mostly black people that need to travel on these trains. So
On the red line, on the blue line, you're probably gonna run into more white people than black people. It's gonna be, if anything, it's gonna be a good mix. And the green line is mixed. The blue line is where you'll mostly find most of the white people, because that's the line that goes from like the city up to O'Hare Airport. So it goes all up north, like to Rosemont and stuff like that. It goes to like through the business district and whatever. Like I used to take the green line and then transfer over to the blue line just to get to work some years back. And I never had a problem on that. Never had a problem on it, on them trains. So it's not only black people taking the L out here. The L is the CTA underground train system in Chicago. It's called the L. I don't even know if they call it that no more, but I guess I'm an old head.
where is Brandon Johnson on this? You're not going to hear from him because it doesn't involve money. It has nothing to do with money. And Brandon Johnson's just not, he just doesn't care. Okay. He just does not care. But as of recent, what I did see was they were having the sheriffs kind of take over the train system because it's horrible. I just showed you how horrible it is. And I want you guys to just take a look at this last video of the sheriffs on the train. Okay, I can't take too much more of it. I seen his eyes. His eyes look crazy. You get what I'm trying to say. The train system here in Chicago is not safe. The people in Chicago are dealing with a lot, and it's really violent in Chicago. And I myself want.
All right. I haven't seen enough. So at the end of the day, Chicago as a whole, the whole city of Chicago is not unsafe. It's not. I've lived in the city for probably at least half my life, and very minimal problems. There's been a few little things here and there that I was lucky to get out of. I was blessed to get out of and not have to deal with nothing crazy. But overall, the city is not, it's not like it's not like what they portray on the media. It's not like what Shorty is saying right here, even though she lives in Chicago somewhere, but I'm sure she's in the burbs. But it's not dangerous like that. Not like that. You go to the wrong area, then it's a war zone. You go to some areas, yeah, it's terrible. I remember one time when I was living on 44th, or was it when I was on 33rd? Yeah, I was on 33rd, and this was when I was in college, and I took the train to the crib from college. I went to college downtown at Columbia, and I hopped on a train and I fell asleep. I woke up on like 64th and King Drive, bro. And I had a skateboard on me. That's how I was getting around downtown. I was longboarding through the city and stuff. So my big black self had to hop up off the train on 64th and King and ride that skateboard down. Best believe I was getting some funny looks. I was over there trying to kick push like Lupe, trying to get back to the crib as fast as possible, because you rolling around on a skateboard in that area, like 63rd and King is O Block. At least y'all familiar with that if y'all ain't from Chicago. 63rd and King Drive, that's O Block. O Block goes from like basically like 60th to 70th, something like, no, 60th to, I don't know, but 63rd and King, you know, we ain't from 63rd. That's where that comes from, 63rd and King. So basically I fall asleep and wake up and get off the bus on O Block and have to skateboard my way home. But I ended up perfectly fine. Nothing but a few little crazy looks here and there, but they just see a dude skating, get to where I gotta go. So yeah, I've been over there, like been to O Block before. I remember back in the day. This was also my college days. I was picking up some gas from some dude that I knew, and I had to pick it up on 63rd and King. Yeah, I had to go there and pick it up. Was it the smartest move? Probably not, but I'm here to tell the tale. So it's not that bad. If you don't walk around looking like a walking lick, you'll pretty much be okay. But if you're a tourist, just move smart. Don't go to those areas. Just visit the north side, and you'll see more than enough Chicago that you'll want to see. Excuse me, downtown and north side, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Ain't nothing finna happen to you. But don't go trying to explore, 95th on the red line, and you a tourist. Don't do that. Don't do that. And if you do that, that means you just didn't do your research and you suffered the consequences of your actions. So I wouldn't even feel sorry for that at the end of the day. But yeah, overall, Chicago is perfectly fine, man. If you want to see it, come out here and see it. Don't be like, oh no, I'm gonna run into the King Vons and the Chief Keefs. No, you're not. No, you're not. Unless you stupid and you try to go to O Block. No, you're not. You'll be fine. And even now, O Block is a lot different than it used to be. Like now, it's not even cheap to live in O Block. Parkway Gardens, that's what it's called, Parkway Gardens. It's not cheap to live in there at this point, or at least it's getting there. So yeah, a lot of things are changing, but Chicago is perfectly fine, man. Come out here and see the sights. Go see the Bean or something. That's in Millennium Park. It's literally a big mirrored bean sitting in the middle of the park. Go see that, and you'll see a lot of what Chicago has to offer. We got great food, we got great restaurants, clubs, and just a lot of great attractions, a lot of good stuff to see. Go to Navy Pier, hop on a Ferris wheel, and it'll take you up and you can look over a large part of the city. Go do stuff like that for real. But yeah, with that said, I ain't trying to have Shorty on here just knocking Chicago and black folk like this that hard. That's a little crazy to me. But everybody can have their own opinion. I ain't mad at nobody. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this one. But this was an interesting watch. It was an interesting watch. Some funny clips in there too. But with that being said, man, thank y'all for tuning in. If you like the video, hit me with a like. Throw your comments down in the comment section below. And if you're watching on your phone and you like the video, hit me with that hype button. It really helps me out and it helps me be able to make this content for y'all and talk about these things with y'all. For real, for real. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have an amazing and blessed day, man. Peace out. Until next time.